Hi guys, it's Krista from Playing with a Purpose. This past weekend I went to a few thrift stores and a couple of garage sales, and I wanted to show you what I picked up. The first garage sale I went to, I got this great felt activity. It's a set of chickens and they're numbered 1 through 10, so it's perfect for my age group. And it also has the written word to go along with it. It also came with these sweet little chicks, so it'll be perfect for a counting activity during our farm theme. There was a couple of houses that just had free stuff out, and I picked up a couple things there. And I got these great baskets. Got this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one actually is really neat because it has like a hard surface on the bottom. It's made out of wood, so that's a great sturdy one. I also picked up these great stainless steel cups for my mud kitchen. These were also free, as well as these items from my mud kitchen. I got a wooden spoon, I got a sifter, I got a funnel, a great big stainless steel spoon. These are fantastic for the sandbox. The children love digging with these. And 2 pans. Also for free, I got these great little canisters for the mud kitchen. And these are great for fine motor skills. The children have to press the button in to be able to get the lid off. So it's perfect for practicing those fine motor skills. Again, this was free. And it's a great little container. My children love to collect little treasures. I always have a spot that I like to let the children save their special things that they find. Maybe a feather or a special rock. So this will be a perfect little container to store our treasures in. A cutting board. I got this really neat little coaster. And it's made with all different shells and stuff, so I thought this would be perfect for our ocean theme. So I grabbed this for free. The last thing I got for free was this bucket for Jack and Jill. I thought this bucket would be a perfect loose part for our nursery rhyme theme to go along with Jack and Jill. At one of the garage sales, I picked up a candlestick also for the nursery rhyme theme for Jack Be Nimble. Another version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This one's called Who's Been Eating My Porridge? Next few items were from a little consignment store in a little town close by, and I got this great number puzzle. I love this one for so many different reasons. I like that it looks kind of like a 10 frame. It's self-correcting because it has the color matching underneath. It's also self-correcting because the children cannot put it in backwards. So if you try to put it in backwards, it doesn't fit. So it only goes in if it's right side up. This one's perfect for my little ones. So I just love this one. It's got cheerful colors on it, so this was a great find. I got the Melissa and Doug Stacking Owl. I actually already have this one, but I always think it's a good idea to have several of the same toy if it's a popular toy. I got this Playmobil plane, and it has a little pilot in the front. I got a Playmobil Zamboni. So this is perfect for our winter units. We often play with shaving cream in the winter and the children clear the ice. This is a great manipulative for them to use when we play with the shaving cream. I found these cute little glasses in one of the little bins at a garage sale. So I thought these would be perfect to put in my dramatic play area. I got another bear book. This one has all different types of bears in it. I got Nighty Night. I really enjoy Todd Parr books, and I find he makes simple, easy to understand books for young children. And I found The Thankful Book by Todd Parr. I also got the Feel Good book, also by Todd Parr. And then I got this book called The Darkest Dark. It's about an astronaut, Chris Hadfield, and it has beautiful illustrations, and it talks about the little boy's fascination with space. And it discusses how he's afraid of the dark, and so he comes into bed with his mom and dad. You can see that there's all sorts of things in his imagination while he's trying to go to sleep. And he continues to go back to his mom and dad's room, and his parents check the drawers and the closets and everything to make sure that it's safe for him to go back to sleep. And they check and they make sure that it's 100% alien free. The next day, a whole crowd of people come to watch what's happening on TV. And the little boy peeks through so he can see through the crowd, and he realizes that there are real live astronauts on the moon. It goes on to talk about how the grown-ups were so amazed because they never thought they'd see the day that people would be able to go to the moon. That night, Chris did a little experiment, and he turned off the lights in his room and even the nightlight. And it was still dark, and there was still shadows, and some of them even looked a little bit like an alien. But something changed. And it goes on to explain that the little boy changed, and he was no longer afraid of the dark because he couldn't wait to explore every corner of the sky. For the first time, Chris was excited about the mystery of the dark. This is a story about Chris Hadfield and how, as an adult, he becomes an astronaut. This is a great story to talk about when children are fearful of the dark. So it gives the children another perspective of the dark and how Chris Hadfield used to be afraid, but he's not anymore. And we can ask the children questions like, what do you think made Chris not afraid anymore? So I love that this story is a true story about a real little boy that had real fears, and how those fears turned into something amazing. I love that it talked about how everything changed for that little boy the night that he had the crowd in his living room looking at the space shuttle landing on the moon for the first time. And that his curiosity and his passion for seeing space just continued to grow. He began to work harder and harder at school, and he was interested in science and rockets. And as a teenager, he learned how to fly gliders. And after graduating, he actually became a pilot. So the little boy's dream of being an astronaut began that night, and 23 years later, the Canadian Space Agency chose Chris Hadfield to be their astronaut. So this is going to be a really special book to read during our space theme. If you have a younger group, you'd need to paraphrase a little bit to make it a little bit shorter for them, but I would say this book is perfect for 3 to 5 year olds. I got this cute little banjo. It's a plan toy, so I always like to have different instruments in my classroom. I got this great Melissa and Doug shape toy. So this is a great toy. And they're double-sided. Each picture uses different shapes. I got this adorable Melissa and Doug pet puzzle. I got these 3 Melissa and Doug puzzles. They're actually an older version of Melissa and Doug. I love this one because it's a penguin, and we often study penguins in the winter. And so I loved this one. And this is Little Miss Muffet. And this is There Was an Old Lady Who Lived in a Shoe. But the thing about these ones is they don't have the pictures underneath. And the age group that I have right now probably wouldn't be able to put this together without a picture. So what I did was I took a picture of the puzzle and I laminated them so that the children have a picture to work from. I hope you enjoyed my garage sale and consignment haul. I'm Krista with Playing with a Purpose. I'll see you next time.